I want to share with you 3 phrases that I tend to find really helpful for dealing with comments or criticism from other parents or anybody else about the way that you are choosing to parent or what you're doing with your child. So that might be about what you're feeding them or how you're feeding them. It might be about how you deal with their behavior, whatever it might be. I've never come across anything quite like parenting, which seems to give people the permission, seemingly, to just tell you what they think all the time. It's unbelievable. And it can leave you feeling quite anxious because I don't want to come across those comments if I don't know what to say back and I feel sort of really diminished by them. It can really impact my self-esteem because actually there I am taking on board all this criticism, but I don't really know how to reply or how to sort of go back at them. So here's my tips. First is we don't want to get sucked into justifying. You don't have to justify your position. You've already thought through your position and you know your child better than anybody else does. They might know how it works with their kids. That doesn't mean they know the dynamic between you and your child. So you've already thought it through. But the other person who's choosing to give you this kind of criticism or comments, they already think they're right. They already think they have the correct answer. So you trying to justify, they're just going to argue with you and you kind of get sucked into this thing where it's kind of who's right and who's wrong. And if they're better at arguing than you are, or if you're not that confident because you're feeling a bit diminished by all this, you're going to feel like you're going to have to back down. So we're just not going to get drawn into it. These 3 things that I'm going to share with you are conversation killers. That's the aim that we're going to go for. So, first one that you could say is, well, look, I appreciate your thoughts, but they're my mistakes to make. That's a conversation killer because what are they going to say? No, they aren't. They could come back with you going, well, yeah, but if you're going to sort of do that, it's going to cause them harm, etc. And you can just repeat the same thing. Yeah, look, I appreciate that's your perspective on things. I don't see it that way, and they are my mistakes to make. That's it. We just repeat it. Simple as that. But I'm also appreciating being generous, saying you might have a positive intention with this. Second one. Well, yeah, I see what you're saying, but it doesn't seem to be doing them any harm, does it? Or it's not going to last forever. One of those two. Doesn't seem to be doing them any harm, does it? It's quite a challenging one because what are they going to say? They're going to say yes. Conversation killer. And then finally, look, I really appreciate your thoughts, but I promise you I have really thought it through. I have made a decision to go about it like this. I do understand everything you're saying, but I'm still choosing to do it the way that I am. So thank you for your thoughts, but I'm happy with what I'm doing. If they argue with you again, thank you for your thoughts. I'm happy with what I'm doing. Conversation killers.